Episode 13, Grounding in Grace. Let's begin by gently arriving in this space. Allow your next inhale to invite length through the spine, and your exhale to soften you downward, like a root settling into the rich earth. Greetings and namaste, beautiful soul, and welcome to Yoga PodClass. I'm Chelsea Leal Kennedy, your guide, friend, and fellow traveler on this journey of embodied wellness. This isn't just a podcast. It's a sacred space where we practice the kind of yoga that begins off the mat, in your breath, your body, your nervous system, your everyday life. I'm a trauma-informed yoga instructor, a somatic mindfulness mentor, and a survivor. My work comes from a deep place of lived experience, healing, and faith. And so does this podcast. Each episode, we explore the sacred connection between ancient wisdom and modern science through movement, meditation, and breath awareness to help you return to your body as a safe and sovereign space. During this time, I invite you to focus on your breath, soften between the eyebrows, relax the jaw. Notice the breath and how it takes up space inside of you, the support beneath you, and the atmosphere and ether around you. Also noticing your spinal posture, ears elongated from the shoulders, slightly tilting the chin up. Please be safe. Please be kind. You are responsible for your practice. Let's begin. There is a stillness that lives in the soil, deep, slow, and undisturbed. When our minds race or our nervous system feels spun out, grounding is the practice of remembering we have roots. Today's episode is a quiet return to that gentle rootedness, not by force, but by gentle invitation. Not perfection, but presence. May you be supported by the earth and reminded that you belong. Let's dive in. In yoga, Muladhara, the root chakra, represents our foundation, safety, stability, and survival. It governs how we connect to family, earth, and the right to exist. The Bhagavad Gita reminds us, be steadfast in yoga, stand firm in your center. From a scientific perspective, grounding the body through breath, bare feet, or physical touch activates the vagus nerve and helps shift us from sympathetic fight or flight to parasympathetic rest and digest nervous system dominance. Somatic grounding stabilizes the fascia and calms the threat response. It's not about forcing calm. It's about remembering that safety is a sensation we can slowly rebuild. Why it works, the neuroscience and somatics behind it all. Grounding reconnects our proprioception, our awareness of where we are in space. This improves our vagal tone, reduces heart rate variability, and supports executive function. Grounding practices also regulate interoceptive awareness, that inner sensation, and help repattern hypervigilance by offering small, safe, repetitive cues that remind the body you are here and you are okay. Over time, this builds felt safety in the nervous system, increasing resilience and lowering the threshold for stress activation. This practice is not appropriate while driving or operating machinery. If you ever experience dissociation or panic, you are invited to pause, gently open your eyes. This is a permission-based practice. Please modify as needed. If you are comfortable, come to a seated, reclined position where your body feels held. Invite the body to make contact with the earth. Begin to notice the sensation beneath your seat, your back, and or your feet. Feel your edges where you meet the support. Allow your breath to be gentle and unrushed. Inhale, feel your spine grow a little taller. Exhale, maintaining length, but softening into gravity, into presence. Option to imagine roots growing down into the earth. Each breath nourishing them on their quest to find rooted stability, water, and nourishment. Notice if one hand wants to rest on your heart or on your belly. Inviting you to say inside, this breath is real. This support is real. I am allowed to soften. Resting in as these words wash over and permeate through the body and the being. Feeling your rooted connection to the earth, the support, the access to your breath, and that you can tap into this space at any time that you are feeling uneasy or unsettled. Bringing the mind down, connected to the body, the whole container connected to the earth. Thank you for showing up to this practice today. Thank yourself for showing up and your body for carrying you through all that it has. Tips to integrate into your daily life. Taking off your shoes, standing barefoot on the earth for 3 to 5 minutes a day. I honestly bought grounding shoes. I love my earth shoes, my sock shoes. It's shifted a lot for me, including, not having so many supports on our feet allows all of the muscle in our feet to be activated, and I'm fascinated by Chinese reflexology, right? Anyway, also I invite you can keep a grounding object like a smooth stone or a scarf nearby to touch when you're feeling overwhelmed, and just bring this practice back to mind, always returning to your breath. And always, in triggering moments, pause and feel your feet, your rooted, grounded connection before responding to conflict or overstimulation. Simone Weil said, "To be rooted is perhaps the most important and least recognized need of the human soul." Leaving you with a few journal prompts, reflections for the day, asking yourself, what makes me feel grounded? safe, and at home in myself? And how can I cultivate more of that each day? If you're following along with our affirmations, I invite you to say, I am supported. I root gently into presence. The earth holds me, and I am home. Thank you again for being here today. If you want more of this, please check out our EEL Health and Wellness app, E at symbol L. You'll find grounding meditations, breath work, restorative movement to support your healing journey, invitation to join the EEL Haven community or immerse in the current, our 100-day membership course. Deepen the ripple in our signature course. The community is called the Ripple Effect. They're Transform 6 Habits in 12 Weeks Blueprint. Explore private sessions, emotion code support, and retreat planning at h3allealus.online. Thank you and namaste.